They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Here's the return from inside his 10. So Oregon State's offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He'll make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete on the right side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Moving away from pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throwing on the run. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
What a run, man. I'll tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama!
What a luxury luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Bringing the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
What we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success. So you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
A fair catch is called for. It will give them great field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. It's him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Going to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Beavers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Hold and fire complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Quick release on the RPO. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. As they the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the left. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown time. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice.
There he goes. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon State.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score. Turning it on! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Off play action. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. QB draw. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. BYU was far from the friendly confines of LaVell Edwards Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Kick is in the air. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Give to the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The Tide will get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the offense on second down. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He'll try to tack on one more. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab inside the 30. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Hold on.
That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Beavers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Great place to start for this offense. The give from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on. Continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Beavers want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's okay. The offensive coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws his 3rd spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play play by this defense to get the football. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open the second half on the ground. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far.
Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown tie.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. And now on second down for this offense. Grab near the marker. It's Lincoln. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Beavers look to keep this drive humming. Caught over the middle. It's Lincoln. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Got enough for the first. Oh, he just hit. Got some room entered at the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Finds the tight end. Hard-hitting tackle.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fires to the right. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best